Good morning, everybody. This is Michael at FOUCH FABS. We are at our first install of the week. It's just a basic install. Looks like the customer's done a good job tearing it out. The cabinets look real nice, without putting a laser or anything on. They look great. Looks like they're getting a new floor. We go ahead and cover everything up anyway, just because that's what we do. We was able to back right up to the garage. I'll show you guys our entranceway here. So as you see, we're walking right in here. The customer's been extremely nice since we pulled in. I think it's going to be a great job. So I will keep you posted. If anything we run into, I'll show you, what it is and how we work through it. Alright guys, so we put our templates on. This is another good reason you should bring your templates and we check. And you always want to have 30 on your cooktop opening. Now, I'm assuming there was probably cabinets or something on the wall, laminate probably, when Melissa templated it. Because I see she's got some template material added to the back here. So, she measures and does the best she can when she added it to get it perfect, but sometimes she might be a 16th off, something like that. So as you can see, this side of the template is just a little bit over here. Well, the customer's getting tile on this wall, so, and you've seen how I do it anyways, even if they weren't. Once I'm finished, you can't see it anyways. But we're gonna go ahead and score this wall here, that way we can set the stone, make sure this is flush, get our 30 inches and just be in good shape. So just show y'all that way, you don't have to wrestle the stone 2 or 3 times once you set it in place. Get everything done and then realize your stove won't fit. You're working backwards when you do that. Alright guys, I put this L piece in and then we've got our sink run. So I told Tony go ahead and get a piece of wood so we could put under it so we can slide the sink run under it so we're not fighting it and taking a chance of bumping the sink. And then I was like, wait, let me get the template, see how tight it's going to be. So it's really, really, really tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. It's probably going to take me 5 minutes, maybe a little more. I'm going to go ahead and sink this one in the wall also. Number one, I need to have room to get my 2-part epoxy in there to put this seam together. I don't just want to have a skim coat across the top because it's not going to hold properly. So by notching this wall, it's going to allow me to scoot this back, the thickness of the drywall, and it's going to allow me to get that epoxy in there really well all the way through the seam. And that way this seam will hold forever. It's just the right thing to do. The second reason we're going to do it is if it's tight, you're going to rub that seam. You spent time seam phantoming it to get it nice and perfect. You don't want to bust that seam up getting the pieces in, because then you're going to have an ugly seam. So this is the right way to do it. Alright guys, as you can see now I got a good 1/4 inch space, so I don't have to worry about busting my seam up. And as you can see, it looks very clean where I put it into the wall there. That's going to give me plenty of room to get my epoxy in there and to get my sink run in without damaging the top. So as you can see, I've put my level across this area with the seam in it, and my bubble's dead center of the lines, but I'm up my level's up a little bit here. So what I did is I cut a little more out of this drywall here so that I can shim this up, and I'm going to make it perfectly level across there. Alright, you see that? Still dead level. I raise that back up a bit. We have no play in the level. We have no play over here. Just popped a couple of shims there, there, and there just to support it. And now I'm just going to level up my seam and put this bad boy together. Alrighty guys, I've got my Gorilla Grips on here. This seam is really, really nice. I'm actually in a hurry for it to sit up because I don't want it to shift. It's about perfect. You can see I've got my grabo here. What I use that for, you know, I have my space in between here. If I would have just put my Gorilla Grips on here, suction them down, and then twist it, it could have pulled from this side and from this side. But I only wanted it to pull from this side because this is the side I had sat in the wall. So I wanted that to come out so my overhangs would be correct. So I pulled that out and then suctioned my Gorilla Grips down. This is the color I used, so you'll see what it looks like after it sets up. This is a secondary batch. I always pull from the primary. It's more of a transparent tint. That way, if I want to change it for a secondary coat, I can. Alright guys, we finished the job. Everything's clean and sealed. As you can see, we've got the painter's caulk along the wall. That way if they spill something before they get their tile up, it'll keep from getting in their cabinets. Made sure we had our 30 and our cooktop opening, our stove opening. Here's the seam over here. It turned out great. You can't even hardly see this thing. Right here is where it goes. So it turned out really good. Got my pants cut on the drawer. 70-30 sink. Single hole faucet. Everything looks good. Very happy with the job. Went very well. Guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and I will get to them. I stay pretty busy, so sometimes it takes me a week or so to get to them. But I appreciate y'all watching. See you on the next one.